been good, man. I just been locked in and focused and learning from the best. That's really it. And learning from Coach T and learning from the best. That's really it.
Obviously, pads don't go until Tuesday, but through these first couple days, just how are you feeling? How do you think you're fitting in?
I feel like I'm feeling well. I'm making connections with people on defense and offense, and just making connection all around, to be honest, and just fit myself in and proving myself that I can be a contributor. First, second, and third downs.
Kaleb, what are some of the early lessons you've learned from the vets?
The details matter, little things matter. That's really it, man. Just going in there and learning every little detail that you need to know. To be a first, second, third down back. To be honest, so.
We've seen you've broken up off a couple big runs so far, and you've really got the crowd into it. What have those moments been like? Just kind of hearing that crowd reaction.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good, but at the same time, we don't got no pads on, so. We start Tuesday, so that's really what we're going to see and which I really going to be expecting. So.
Speaking of Tuesday, what have you heard about the backs on backers? What have you heard about the backs on backers drill?
Nah, I heard it's a big thing, and I'm working every day to get better and get to that role, so they can trust me and be reliable. So.
Yeah, how important is it for you to show up in that drill? You talked a lot about pass protection.
That's the main thing I'm focusing on right now. Everything else falling into place, but that's my main thing is pass protection. Working on it every day. So.
Are there any linebackers you've looked at? You're like, yeah, I want that guy.
Everybody, everybody. If whoever puts in my face, I'm gonna go. So.
You're looking natural, catching some passes, from Aaron, and keeping catching and hitting the yak afterwards. That wasn't something Iowa asked a whole lot of you. Is that a hidden part of your game, or is that something you're working on?
To be honest, I feel like my hidden part of my game was my speed and my catching ability, and I feel like I really can contribute in the catching ability and catching protections and stuff like that. So with A-Rod and just all the quarterbacks, I feel like they trust in me now and trust that I can make really good plays from the passing perspective of it too. So.
How's Eddie Faulkner been just working with him now that you're at camp and not mini camp or anything like that anymore?
I've been loving it. I've been loving him, and I've been loving the relationship we've been building and stuff like that. It's been really good, and he's been showing me the little ins and outs of stuff and really how to get things done and how to get things done the Pittsburgh way and the Steelers way. So I love it.
Kaleb, we've seen you during off-season drills, redo drills. Is that something that Eddie's been telling you? That's
something I've been doing. That's something I've been doing, and me and Jaylen, we've been talking about, after practice, just focusing on punching the bag and working on my explosiveness and working on my punching and stuff like that. So.
Next Friday, you guys are going to do the Friday Night Lights. I'm not sure if they told you about that, but you take the yellow school buses down to Latrobe Memorial Stadium. I'm curious, do you have a favorite story or memory from your high school football career that's going to come back when you guys go down there?
I really, in high school, really have my headphones in or really sleep on the bus and just wake up and get ready to play, but not really, man. I'm just ready to go in and just focus and do my best. That's it.
How much of a departure is what they do here from what you guys are doing in Iowa?
It's a lot of things that they do here that's really similar to Iowa, but the thing that's different here is the details and always going 100% because the hose close 10% faster than in college. So just always getting my all every time that I get the ball and showing what I can do.
An
example of the detail that maybe you're sort of
just working on my pass protection skills and just doing the little things. That's it.
Vince Skoranek just said that you guys were working out together in the off season. How did you connect? Where were you working out?
We was working out in Arizona with helmets on. It was like 110 degrees every day, and just really adapting myself to that heat. So when I got out here, it's nothing. It's easy. So that's really what I'd be focusing on, just always being in shape and always be ready to go when I'm here.
So the humidity isn't affecting you? There's none of that in Arizona?
Nope. None at all.
In regards to your pass protection, the Steelers are using defense is using a lot of moving around, guys lining up here and there. Is that adding challenges like you're learning play by play, like, okay, when they do this way, it's like giving you more experience how to react to different blitzes?
At the same time, but at the same time, every day I'm learning different things and everything I'm learning to get better and taking notes and really listening to what Coach Faulkner and Jaylen and all the vets are saying because they know what to do. They've been in these situations, so just listening and learning from them and really adapting myself on the field.
What kind of example is Jaylen set for you?
Awesome example. I love that guy, man. All around, me and him creating relationships, on and off the field. Me and him just chilling outside, just talking, and really when on the field is working. He's always telling me what he sees and what needs to be done the right way. So
it seems like you have somewhat different body types and slightly different playing styles within that backfield. How do you feel like you guys complement each other?
I feel like we all complement each other in a good way. Speed, explosiveness, and first down, third down, second down back. And I feel like I'm an all-around back, and I just feel like all of us we can just really complement each other off just fatigue, and it won't have to be no problem with taking each other out and always everybody can do first, second down things.
So his game was lining up wide and all these different some sort of receiver positions. Is that something that you're learning from him at all, or is it?
He got his own little thing. He built different, man. Ever since he was in Philly, I saw him making moves, and he know how to do it the right way, man. So that's him.
Kaleb, when they drafted you, Mike T talked about seeing a lot of Sunday runs from you. See a lot of 9-man fronts at Iowa. You know what they're going to do, and he was successful anyway. Is it in a weird way because this offense might be a little more dynamic than what you had in Iowa? Are you sort of like looking at the box with less guys in it and salivating?
To me, I don't look at it. I look at it as it don't matter to me. I'm going to go and be myself no matter what, you know. So.
Why were you guys able to be successful running the ball there, even though the defense knew what was coming?
Because I feel like, I always, my line, and just really everybody just trusting each other, and really I'm really building a relationship with my line and really just making them trust me that I'll get it done no matter what and who's in front of me. So.
Kaleb, during your pro day, Mike Tomlin said that you said, if you draft me, I'm looking forward to that back-on-back drill.
Yeah.
Is that true? And why did you say that, though?
Because that's the first thing I saw on Twitter was Jaylen, taking one of the linebackers out, and I was hype. So I really want to show people what I can do and show people that I've been working on pass protection, and I'm really ready to get better every day, and just working every day to get better.
So you're eager for that drill?
Yeah, I'm very eager. I want to show them what I can do and what I've been learning, and just really learn from the vets.
Do you think he'll send one of his hitmen one-on-one against?
I know he is, and I'm ready for it. So.
Is Jaylen be good about giving you tips on how to block and not have it
every day.
Your pocketbook?
Every day. Earlier today, doing walkthroughs, he was just showing me, like, after the bag, like I said, we was going to go and hit the bag and stuff like that after practice. So, just little things like that, and showing me, like, his ins and outs of what he do. So, really, that's really it. Just learning every day from him, taking it day by day.
How has Kaleb Johnson kind of impressed you, or how has that chemistry been between you guys?
The best thing about him is his attitude. He comes in ready to work every day. Obviously we've seen his skill set. He's got it all, but he's still looking for that winning edge to, get better.
How about Kenneth Gainwell? What do you think of him?
Veteran. He's a very detailed guy, and that's what I look up to a lot from him. He's been in every stage, and as far as like winning the Super Bowl, so he knows what it takes. So I kind of just watch how he goes around, ask him a couple questions, and I love the way he moves.
Jaylen, your journey so far, you go from being an undrafted guy trying to pave your way, and now you're the more experienced Steeler in that running back room. So can I just describe your journey to this point so far?
It's surreal. I wouldn't change anything about it. I'm grateful for how it went with all the ups and downs because it got me where I am today.
Are you excited for kind of the opportunity that you do have in this situation right now?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Jaylen,
and I look at it as just helping the team win.
Jaylen, what's your advice to Kaleb for backs on backers?
I already had this conversation with him, but it's I ain't gonna get into like all the fundamentals, but I told him, just do your thing. Obviously he's been working on like his little as far as like the fundamentals. He's been, we're going to work at that every day, and so I'm excited to see him with backs on backers.
How excited are you for backs on backers?
Well, I'm excited. I love that drill when it goes my way.
You mentioned he'll take on anybody back from some of that?
Huh?
Think he might ease you back from some of that now that you're starting?
I hope not.
He mentioned that he's willing to take on anybody in that drill. Is that the attitude that you guys take there?
100%. Yeah, we're looking forward to that drill. We're not, sitting back hoping it don't come. We're waiting for that drill.
How would you describe the dynamic between you, Kaleb, and Kenneth as a running back room?
I would say very versatile. All of us have our own skill sets, great attributes that we could bring to the team. I'm excited to work with all of it and see how it comes out during the season.
Do you and Kaleb have the same necklace? Or
Nah.
was he wearing yours this morning?
Nah, I think this is fake. Mine's real. Yeah, mine's real.
I know obviously it's a different quarterback, but pretty much the same offensive line is back. What's that continuity like with that O-line, even though Rodgers moving over the other side?
Everybody's coming together. We're taking it day by day. We're not looking forward to, when camp's ending or anything. We're just looking forward to building with each other every day. It's coming along great.
Are you seeing Arthur Smith evolve his offense in any ways to fit your running style, or is it pretty much the same scheme, same types of runs?
No, I made sure, it's kind of the same thing because it's all of us. It takes a team, and I'm willing to adapt my game to whatever it takes to help the team.
Good place, in our home, my team. So I think they're doing a good job of communicating, picking the defense up. Just one day at a time. Day 2, day 3. So give us about another month. I think we'll be right on it. We got a lot of talent. We got J. Ram, Juan, Chuck came in. Some young guys are going to step up, so I think we'll be fine.
Going off of that, I know it's early, but what have you seen from Chuck so far?
He's smart. I've been on Chuck for 7 years now, so he's smart. He works hard, asks questions, fast, physical guy. I'm ready to see him play, honestly. He came out here yesterday, started off the plane, did what he needed to do, so I'm excited to have him here, honestly. That's one of my best friends.
Versatility. What is Jalen Ramsey's versatility? What's that add to the secondary?
what does it add to that, to the secondary?
Yeah.
Man, a lot. I mean, last year I was doing a lot of moving around, so we got a couple guys who have that ability. Obviously, he's a potential gold jacket. Him playing nickel, safety, corner, dime, whatever it is. Whatever you ask him, he can do it. He's extremely smart. Y'all know his physical intangibles. You see he had a pick today. He made it look easy. So I'm happy to have him here. I played with him in Miami. I know what he's going to do. I know what he's going to bring to the table. So he's going to make our defense that much better, pass game and run game.
Dude, DeShon, there was that deep ball where it was Ramsey and DK. You kind of got in the way and looked like Aaron kind of pulled up. How much have y'all worked on more disguises with this defense to set up moments like that where you can catch an all-pro quarterback off guard?
A lot. Not just disguising, but technique-wise. We had a great defensive backs coach in GA. He's very intense, but he's a student of the game, and he's teaching everybody the right way. So he's elevated my game a lot, as you see. I wasn't making plays like that coming out of the post in my career, honestly. So I'm only getting better third day. We got a lot to learn. We got a lot to go from here. I think we can be a top 5 defense in this league, maybe even number 1 if we do the right things consistently throughout the season. So we'll see.
What's the difference when you go any versatile?
One at a time, please.
What's the difference for you going from last year being a first-year player in the secondary to now a guy who's been extended and more established and so forth?
Honestly, it's a blessing to be here, see y'all again with Troll. So it's really cool. As y'all know, I've been through a lot of injuries. Been a journeyman in this league, so God's blessed me to be able to play here, bro. I appreciate Mike T. I appreciate everybody here. When I came back in the spring, I was like, wait, I've been here before. It's home. So, man, I'm just happy to step in this building every day, bro. I have no complaints ever, so it is what it is, brother.
DeShon, when you have so many versatile guys, how much of that communication is going to fall on you to make sure everybody's where they need to be?
I think a lot, but it's fine. I'm okay with it, I've always been somebody who can handle tough things, and I've been through a lot. I'm not worried about that. My guys trust me. I trust them. I love them. I pour into them. They pour into me. So over the time, we'll continue to communicate. We'll get better and better. And eventually, it won't just be me. It'll be other guys, the corners, nickels, and the other safety, and whoever's out there with me. So I'm excited.
Do you notice a lot more moving around of guys up front? It seems like the defensive front guys are moving a lot more. You see linebackers blitzing from different angles.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, trying to be the best defense in the league. You can't stay in one spot, do that. Sometimes you got to move around a little bit. We're just trying to change it up a little bit, but you're going to make plays wherever we're at. People's lives go the way it goes, bro. There's ups and downs. I couldn't affect what was going on in my life at the time. I was just trying my best. It happened, and now I'm finally somewhere where I'm wanted, where I'm loved, and I love him. I love them here, so I'm happy to be here, bro.
You say anything in particular to Chuck when he comes yesterday?
I mean, I knew he was coming. He texted me. He was at my locker. He took a picture at my locker. It was like he called me ugly or something like that. Everybody know I'm not ugly, but I'm not. But nah, I was excited for him to come here. I know he was working hard in the offseason. We talk here and there, so I'm happy to see him here. Especially to see somebody who could just hop off the plane and come straight to practice yesterday. That was really cool.
Did you know Aaron Rodgers or have any kind of relationship with him before he got here? Rodgers, you had that commented on an Instagram, told him to stay in the retirement home. Was that a joke?
I'm a troll. I'm a troll. Brother, he an all-pro, and he a GOAT. He's gonna be a gold jacket guy one day. Honestly, when he got here, we communicated, we talked. He's a great person and a great football player. So whatever the media has put out there is BS. I respect him a lot. I told him that. I respect him, and I apologize to him for the things I was saying about him. Because honestly, he's a great man, and he has a great heart. So I appreciate him, and he's funny as hell. So.
Do you like how he's gotten you? He's kind of sarcastic.
Nah, he is, because I'm sarcastic too. So we're very similar in certain ways. So at first I can see why we were butting heads, but now we're really good friends at this point. At least we're working on that. Trying to be really good friends.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank y'all. God bless.
Get announced as being inducted into the Hall of Honor today.
Man, it was a great feeling. It was something that we always wanted for him, and the fact that he's finally getting in there with all his old teammates, it's a blessed feeling. I know he's excited, and we're happy for him.
You said 25 years ago today that he came out when you were born. Did you guys talk about that at all? He said it was like a full circle moment for him.
Yeah, we talk about it. We don't really talk about it as much, but we just talked about it today and the other day. We were just on the phone, just going back over all the memories of me coming here as a kid, and now I'm coming. He's watching me practice, so it's just a crazy experience overall.
I know you're really young for his career, but do you have a favorite moment of his as a ball player that you've seen on tape, maybe?
I don't know. He had a lot of off the field stuff that I really enjoyed, but I feel like the funniest or the best one was for me when he got the pick versus Ben when he was with the Dolphins. I feel like that was a good get back moment for him, so I know he enjoyed that.
Is it fitting then that he's going to be inducted on that Monday night game against the Dolphins into the Hall of Honor?
I feel like it's very fitting for him. I feel like he's going to be excited for that.
How about Joey? It seemed like there were some really competitive reps against DK. How does that matchup maybe bring out the best of both of you guys?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's iron sharpen iron. We had talks about we trying to get better at the end of the day. and he's going to push me to my limits, and I'm going to try to push him to his. And at the end of the day, we're on the same team, so we're just trying to get better.
How would you describe him as an athlete? How would you describe Core as an athlete?
Freak of nature. You know, there's not a lot of guys that look like him or can run like him, so it's definitely something different every time you go against him.
It seemed like you both had your wins. You know, first of all, on the slant, how difficult is it when you got a big physical receiver there by the goal line? And then on the flip side, what did you do well on that fade ball?
You know, it just comes with the game. I got to understand what he wants to bring to the table in the goal line and what he's good at, and I got to take that away. And vice versa, when I catch him in the open field, he got to learn what I know how to do. So it was a good work out there.
What have you seen today of Jaylen Ramsey's versatility so far? It looked like he was more outside today with Slade and day off.
I mean, we already knew that he was a great athlete when he was coming in. The fact that he could play and pick up all 3 positions in these short of days, it's amazing. He got a pick today, which was a great play. So I'm just taking a lot, learning from him, and just trying to keep stacking days with him.
What's the dynamic of the leadership of the secondary? It looks like you're playing really tight out there in Pittsburgh. How's that? Who's doing it?
I feel like we all are. You know, we all trying to come together and trying to figure out how this all works. We just got together not too long ago. This is our second or third practice playing together, so we're really just trying to keep stacking these days and trying to figure out the page that we're all trying to be on.
How's communication?
Pretty good.
With your dad going into the Hall of Honor, you know, what kind of standard do you hold yourself to, and what kind of step would you like to see yourself take this year 3?
To be honest, I'm trying to follow the exact steps, but even better, you know, than him. You know, we don't try to keep it competitive to compare our careers, but I definitely want to do everything he did +1. So that's what I'm chasing, and he knows that.